What's going on, YouTube? My name is FG3000. I'm back in the place to be, and welcome back to Exos Heroes. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the newest director's note for Season 3, The Bloodied Rhapsody. So already I'm digging the art, and of course, as usual, the art team pretty much never lets us down, so let's get right into it. So Season 3, Bloodied Rhapsody update. After recovering from the King Shu attack, Zeon and his companions have grown from their failure at Brunn and continue to head towards their destination, St. West. So here in St. West, we're gonna, finally be introduced to Carrie, Nimaris, and then John Badunkadunk. So I cannot wait to see these new characters added to the game. Once again, like I was kind of alluding to earlier, the art team, man. This is the most consistent thing in Exos Heroes, is definitely the art, and we can already expect the animations for these characters are going to look phenomenal as well. So once again, I sound like a broken record almost every single video, but shout out to the Exos Heroes art team for getting it done once again. They look fantastic. Even the male characters. You guys know I'm usually not that big on male characters, but even John Badunkadunk is looking good. So very, very nice. So in addition to that, they've also added a hero strengthening guide update. We've seen this in lots of other hero collectors before. Basically, when a game starts getting older and older and they have all of these different ways to power up a character, it begins to get a little bloated and confusing for new players. So I definitely like this. This is basically a system that's going to walk a new player or a player that's coming back to the game through all of the different methods and ways to power up a character. Because like I said, now there is numerous ways to making a character strong. It's nice to have a little system here to kind of walk you through that. And at the very end, you will be getting yourself a silver fake core. Why they decided to make a new rarity for this, I have no idea. Why not make it black or orange or something like that? Like, especially when they say the percentage for acquiring a silver fake core is equivalent to a black fake core. Why not just make this new Astarte fake core black? Why did it need a new rarity called silver? I'll never know. But visually, it looks good. So the next addition to the game is going to be title. So when you're walking around the village or the air squadron hideouts, you're going to be able to have a title above your head. I mean, sure, this gives them the ability to add more rewards that don't necessarily reward power per se. So you can get like a cool title and kind of show it off in town. So, I mean, I'll take it, but not that big of a deal there. Nation recruit improvement. So a big reason why myself, and I'm sure a lot of other people, don't really do lots of nation recruits, because if you don't time it right, you lose all of your mileage, right? So you really want to make sure that you save up as many nation recruit tickets as possible and just kind of go all out at once, or not at all. Well, now they're finally changing that. So basically the way this is going to work once this update hits is that, let's say, there's only 1 day left before the reset hits. And at that 1 day, you hit that level 1 mileage, it resets and it gives you a full month after that, if I'm reading that correctly. We have changed the reset date to the first of the next month. So like I said, going back to that example, if there's 1 day left on the reset and you hit level 1 mileage right then, it's going to reset to the first of the next month. And if you do the same exact thing after that, and you're down to 1 more day before the reset hits, and you hit it again, you hit that level 2 mileage, it should reset to the next month. So you can it's like rollover minutes, right? You can keep it floating until you get to that final. If it works the way I'm thinking that it's going to work, and we can already see the nation recruit for the new St. West here in the background looking good. Next up is going to be core memory finally expanding to encompass the awakening group. So this is good for me. Rachel, Zeon, Otard, King Shu, what it do? Baraka, Lepin. Lepin is that is a unit that I'm very much looking forward to. I'm sure a lot of people probably have 3 to 5 copies at Lepin. Putting that into the core memory and being able to use Lepin to kind of help us get through, story, getting through like Dragon, because for whatever reason, Lepin just always finds a way to die on the Holy Dragon. So being able to have this additional power boost for Lepin via the core memory, that is going to be very, very good. So that new core memory is gonna be opening sometime in February 2021. When I'm looking at this date, this is weird, this is a sidebar. I'm looking at this date and it feels like it's forever from now. I'm like, 2021? That's gonna be, no, it's next month, FG. It's right around the corner. Time keeps on flying. Signature Force Stage 3 is finally opening. In the first update of Season 3, up to the 4th enhancement stage of Stage 3 will be open to the Wasted Red. Also, Vagabond's 4th enhancement of Stage 2 will be open, so look forward to those. That'll give you, a little bit more power for those units and keep them on par with all of the other Signature Forces. resources. Display mission content improvements. So this is just another refinement to the daily missions. This is a very smart thing to do. I think every hero collector game should be doing this. The more you raise the ceiling inside of a hero collector when it comes to power, you should always be kind of raising the floor just ever so slightly. So allowing new players and returning players an easier time to tackle these difficulties, I think is always a smart move there. The next Eternal Bond is going to be Rachel and Bathory. I'm probably going to go... I might go for Rachel on this one, and we'll talk about that a little bit later, but maybe go for Rachel. You can't go wrong. So far in these Eternal Bonds, you know, you really can't go wrong in either hero. So whether you choose Rachel or Bathory, you're going to be in good hands. Package shop improvements, you know, nothing too major here. They're going to give you a little bit more information on these packages, so I guess you don't waste money on things that are just too low level for your account, I guess. So that's fine. Skip effect, my friends! We have finally made it! We can finally skip through heroes that we've already recruited on our accounts. So no more, you know, being stuck on the boat as you open up 5 copies of Zephyr and Astarte and all those other legendary heroes that nobody cares about anymore. We can finally just skip through those and get to the good things. So selfishly for myself, being able to make YouTube videos a little bit faster, like I think my full pity, like Golden Fake Core videos usually make it almost up to 30 minutes long. So this is an absolute welcome change. I mean, who has time to watch somebody ramble on for 30 minutes in a summoning video? you know what I'm talking about. So definitely looking forward to that. They've done a small little quality of life changes here finally to the stone changing aspect of the game. I feel like they should have did this months ago, but I'm happy that it's finally here. So it looks like we're gonna be able to skip the overdone fanfare animation when you change Guardian Stones. Like this was just, it angered me to no end. When you're trying to change a Guardian Stone of a character, let's say the character is Dark Guardian Stone and you're trying to change them red, to get all that fanfare and all that celebration just for it to turn dark again, and just for it to turn dark again, and every single color besides the red one that you're looking for, it just drove me crazy. So finally, the animation's gone. I would just love for them to just be like, yo, let me just set it up to say, here is, like, I've seen other games do this. Allow me to say, I want this to be red. Keep on going until it's red, or you hit this amount of gold or this amount of zest, right? Like, let me just set a parameter and walk away and get a sandwich, all right? And it looks like you're also going to be finally able to change your Guardian Stones on gear in the actual hero management screen. So if you go into the door of creation, all of your gear's there. It's a mess. It's so hard to find exactly which piece of gear you're looking for. It looks like this is gonna make it a little bit easier. You can go to the hero that you're trying to change and then change the stones right there inside the hero management screen. So that's gonna make that quite a bit better. Some additional changes to the journal. I don't really care too much about that. We have a receive all on the pass. Once again, Exos heroes be giving us like quality of life and streamlining you didn't even know you really wanted. It never really bothered me to manually click each one of my rewards in these passes, but look at this. Now we already have a quality of life to hit us up with that receive all function. So I'll absolutely take it. I'm not really sure about this labyrinth change. We may change it so that you can use ×2 button and auto in the right top corner. Hasn't it always been a thing? I don't know about that. Skip function in the tutorial section. We love that. A lot of people, especially in this world of hero collectors and gachas, a lot of people, this is not their first gacha, right? So let people skip through all the mundane hand-holding and let them get to the actual meat of the game. So we'll definitely take that. And then last but not least, Wug Run Fest matchmaking improvements there as well. This is a gameplay mode that I'm never, ever looking at. And then last but not least, the closing comment, something that we absolutely knew was on the horizon. So when the game launched, we were all on rank 0 gear. After that, we hit rank 1. And of course, we knew that rank 2 was on the horizon. But what gives me a little bit of hope for this is because they're basically saying the way they launched and instituted the rank 0 to rank 1 changes were all terrible. Nobody liked it. It wasn't clear. It felt like a downgrade. It was just very, very sloppy and disappointing. So I'm glad they're at least going to revisit their method of taking us to the next rank level. I know this might, kind of upset people when it comes to like, dude, I've been working on my rank 1 gear. Now you're saying I got to work on rank 2. There's never going to be a point in this game or pretty much any hero collector where you're just done. Like there's just never going to be a point where you're just absolutely done with the character. There's nothing else you can do. You've maxed out and that's going to be the thing forever. It's just not going to happen. There's always going to be something to strive for beyond that. When you think about games like World of Warcraft, for example, MMOs, every single time there's a new expansion, there's more rank gear to get. Like you are never there. The best that you can do is kind of be slightly ahead of the curve for a temporary amount of time. And that's just something you kind of have to come to grips with when it comes to hero collectors in general. But I'm very glad that they've at least come out and admit that the 0 to rank 1 transition wasn't very good, and they're going to try to take some of those harsh lessons that came from that to improve rank 1 to rank 2. I think that's the best we can ask for. I just don't think that's something that's ever going to happen in a game like this. But those are my thoughts. Season 3, once again, improving on the framework and the foundation of Exos Heroes. The game at a core continues to exceed my expectations and gets better and better every single update. All I'm asking for is for some content to be half as good as the quality of life in this game. and all right, check this out. Give me some content that is half as good as the quality of life and as like a fourth as good as the art direction. All right, that's all I'm asking for. Then we'll be in some good shape. So that is it. My name is FG3000. I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.